$300. That's what we have for groceries this month, and we have kids to feed. Not toddlers who eat 4 bites and call it done. Real kids, kids who want snacks, kids who open the fridge and say there's nothing to eat right after you just spent $80 at the store. If that's your life, you're in the right place. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to stretch $300 a month for groceries when you're a single mom, what to buy, what to skip, and the one shift that changes everything. Stay with me, this one's practical. The problem with most grocery advice is that it was not written for us. Meal prep on Sundays, okay, but when? After the laundry, after homework, after you've already worked 8 hours. Buy in bulk to save money, with what upfront cash? And where exactly are you storing 12 rolls of paper towels in a 2-bedroom apartment? The advice is for families with 2 incomes, a full pantry, and a car big enough to haul a Costco run. That is not our situation. We're working with what we have, 1 income, 1 set of hands, and real hunger at the end of the month. Here's what actually works when the budget is real and the time is short. The biggest mistake is going to the store without a hard number in your head. Not a rough idea, a hard number. If your budget is $300 for the month, that's $75 a week, or $37 if you shop every 2 weeks. Write it on your hand if you have to. That number is the boss, not your cart, not your kids pointing at the cereal aisle. When you know your number, you stop shopping emotionally. You start shopping like a strategist. Before you go anywhere, write down what you already have. Most of us have more than we think. Canned beans in the back of the cupboard, a bag of rice, frozen corn from 2 months ago. That stuff counts. Build around what's already there. Your list goes to the store, your feelings stay home. Here's the real framework: protein first, carbs second, produce third. Protein keeps kids full. It keeps them from asking for food again 45 minutes after dinner. Eggs are still one of the cheapest proteins there is. A dozen eggs can stretch across 3 or 4 meals. Chicken thighs cost less than chicken breasts and taste better slow cooked. Canned tuna, canned salmon, dried lentils, pinto beans. These are not backup foods, these are smart foods. Carbs are your filler: rice, pasta, potatoes, oats for breakfast. A big bag of rice costs very little and feeds a family for weeks. Oatmeal is cheaper than almost any cereal and it actually sticks. Produce is where people overspend and overwaste. Buy frozen. I know it doesn't feel as good as fresh, but frozen spinach, frozen broccoli, frozen peas, they have the same nutrition. They don't go bad on Tuesday, and they're almost always cheaper. For fresh produce, stick to what's on sale and what's in season. Bananas are almost always under budget. Apples, carrots, cabbage, these hold up. They don't go limp in 2 days. You don't need a fancy shopping list. You need protein, carbs, and something green. That's dinner, every night in different combinations. There are 2 kinds of food at the store: food that goes far and food that disappears. Juice boxes disappear. A gallon of apple juice goes further and costs less. Individual snack packs disappear. A bag of pretzels and a container of peanut butter goes further. Frozen waffles disappear. A box of oats goes further. This isn't about punishment. It's not about making your kids eat boring food. It's about getting more meals out of every dollar. When you're on $300, every dollar has to work. Condiments, spices, and cooking basics, things like oil, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, buy those once and they last for months. Once you have a stocked spice shelf, the same bag of chicken can become 3 completely different dinners. Store brand always. Almost every store has a store brand that's the same product for less. Canned tomatoes, pasta, flour, butter, cereal, compare the labels. Most of the time they're identical. The only thing different is the packaging. If you're not already using SNAP, please check if you qualify. As of right now, a family of 2 can qualify if your monthly income is around $2,311 or less. A family of 3, around $2,904. Go to Benefits, Gov, and run your numbers. It takes 10 minutes. If you have a baby or a child under 5, WIC covers specific groceries. Milk, eggs, juice, beans, whole grains covered. Go to your state's WIC website and apply. The Walmart and Kroger apps both have digital coupons. You click them before you go. They apply automatically at checkout. No cutting, no paper, just savings. Ibotta is an app that gives you cash back on grocery purchases. You scan your receipt after shopping. Over time, it adds up. These are not hacks. These are tools that exist specifically for families in tight spots. Use them without shame. If you want all of this in one place, the budget system, the grocery breakdown, the government programs, I put it together in a guide called Still Standing. It covers the 4-bucket budget system, which is a real way to divide your money on one income so groceries have their own slot and don't bleed into everything else. It also covers every government program I just mentioned with plain instructions on how to apply. The link is in the description if you want it. Here's something nobody tells you. You do not need a different dinner every night. Your kids will not suffer from eating taco night twice a week. Tuesday pasta and Thursday pasta is fine. You're not a restaurant, you're a mom trying to feed real people on a real budget. Pick 5 to 6 meals your family actually eats. Build your shopping list around those meals. Buy what you need for those meals and nothing else. Taco night, ground beef or lentils, taco shells, shredded cheese, salsa. Pasta night, pasta, jarred sauce, frozen veggies mixed in. Stir-fry night, rice, frozen stir-fry vegetables, soy sauce, whatever protein is cheapest this week. Soup night, broth, canned beans, diced tomatoes, whatever vegetables are in the freezer. Egg night, scrambled eggs, toast, fruit on the side. 5 meals, you rotate them, you shop for them, done. Simple isn't failure. Simple is strategy. I want to say something before we close out. Standing in a grocery store and doing math in your head while your kids are asking for things, that's exhausting. It takes a kind of mental energy that nobody sees. Nobody claps for you when you make $300 stretch. Nobody notices the quiet math you're doing every single week. But I notice, and I want you to know that what you're doing is hard. It's not a personal failure that groceries are expensive and your income is limited. That's not a character flaw. That's a system that wasn't built with us in mind. You're working with real constraints and you're still showing up, you're still cooking dinner, you're still feeding your kids, you're still here trying to do it better. That matters. You are not behind. You are rebuilding. And a mom who can feed her family on $300 a month isn't struggling. She's skilled, she just needs the right tools. If you know another single mom who is trying to figure out groceries on a tight budget, send her this video. Not as a hint, as a gift, because this information belongs to all of us. And drop a comment below, what's one meal you make that costs almost nothing but your family actually loves? I want to build a list from your answers. I'm Nova, every dollar you spend with intention is a dollar working for your family. I'll see you in the next one.